Thanks, Chris. The trial is now underway for a former Mountain View Town Council member accused of shooting a teenager in the face.
There is no doubt the gun was in Brent Metz's hand. The question is whether it was a reckless assault or an unavoidable accident.
Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates has been in court all day long and joins us now. And Kevin, there's not a lot to dispute about what happened. There is plenty of back and forth, though, as to why it happened.
That's right, Kim and Phil. Prosecutors contend that Metz acted recklessly and was intent on teaching a lesson to this boy and a friend of his, while defense attorneys contend this was a freak accident that involved a defective gun. The two boys were looking for a place to take homecoming photos when they stopped at a property in Conifer that they thought would be perfect. No one was home, and as they sat in their car and composed a note for the owner, Metz arrived. He got out of his truck with a gun and it went off. During opening statements, jurors heard two very different takes on where the responsibility for that should be placed.
Like that. He came in hot. He knew exactly who was there because he was watching them on a video. And he knew they did nothing more than what you're going to see that they did. But he decided, rather than to wait for law enforcement, that he was going to teach these boys a lesson.
His intent was not to assault them. His intent was not to menace them. But what he was doing at that moment was something that he had done 5 times that day and 1,000 times before. Whenever he gets in and out of his truck, when he's carrying his sidearm, he takes it from his truck holster and moves it to his hip holster as he's getting out of his truck. Now, on this occasion, he grabbed the gun from his truck holster, and as he's stepping out of the truck, he moves it to his hip holster, but his left foot didn't find the ground quite where he thought it would be. He loses his balance briefly, and boom, this gun goes off in his hand without his intention and without his command.
Metz faces 4 felony counts. The most serious one is second-degree assault. It alleges that he acted recklessly, causing serious injury with a deadly weapon. And the thing is, the jury can find him guilty of this charge even if they conclude that what happened was an accident or that he didn't intend for that gun to fire. Reporting live in Jefferson County, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
So much for this jury to consider here, Kevin, but let's talk about the kids. They said they were trying to find a place to take homecoming pictures. Were they breaking the law when Metz approached them? Were they breaking the law at that point?
Technically, they broke the law by trespassing onto his property. They said they didn't see the sign, the no trespassing sign. They went through a gate, walked up to the home, they knocked on a door, they went to a barn where they heard music, trying to find somebody, stopped to pet a cat that was on the property, and then they left and moved their car down the road a little bit and were sitting there writing this note that they were going to leave, asking for permission to come back and take photos on the property when this confrontation happened. Both sides agree that they were not there intending to commit a crime.
No. Okay. All right. Much they agree on, but a lot that they disagree on. Okay. A lot for the jury to consider. Thank you, Kevin.